Hello, welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm Roadkill, and today we're going to be flying the RJ Professional from Kalispell, Glacier Park International, to Yellowstone International in Bozeman. We're going to let these passengers board, and while we go through the intro, I'll be loading the flight plan into the FMC so you don't have to watch me do all of that, and save a little bit of time. But before we get started, hit that like and subscribe button, also the notification bell, so that you can keep up to date on all my latest videos. Leave a comment down below on whether or not you've tried this plane yet or not. I'd love to hear from you. With that all out of the way, let's get to flying. Alright, looks like everybody's getting loaded in. And I was going to do the flight plan, but I realized I've got to get all of this situated here before I can do that. So let me get the avionics on. Anti-skid on. Hopefully I remember how to start this thing. It's been a minute. I have the APU generator on, right? I believe I do. We'll get these going here while I'm here. APU gen was what I was looking at. I got the air. APU gen on. So we need that on before we can start up any of this stuff here. So we got that going. That going. Get the line going. Alright. Let's get this here. Just going to hit B for the barometer, or the altitude, instead of calling it in. Alright, well, we'll get to the intro here as I set this up, like I said, and we'll get to flying. Okay, I have an active flight plan programmed into the FMC, and hopefully I did it correctly. I am a noob when it comes to that, so we'll see if I get it right. We're going to get the lights on here. Before we start the engines, and hopefully I can remember how to do all the engines without killing the airplane. Alright, we're going to start up here, and we've got the anti-skid on. We need that on, that on. We need the DC pump on, AC pump on, PTU, and engine 2 and 3 pumps on. I'm probably not doing this in the correct order, but I am just going to go with it. So we're going to go Gen 1, Gen 4. We've got all the de-icing. That's for later. We need one of these on. And I think we're good to start the engine once I make sure I didn't forget anything down here. Looks like the navigation's on and running, so let's get these engines started here. Need to get the pumps ready to roll. And hopefully I didn't miss anything. We're going to start with engine number 4. I missed something. Oh, start power. That might help. Oh no. Flight start on. There we go. No, I'm missing something. I am missing... What am I missing? This is why you do checklists, people. I'm trying to save money, or save time. Engine pumps, brake, fans, auto, those have to be on. Battery 1. What am I missing? Oh, here. That's what's going on. Okay. I need to hit this. There we go. I'm an idiot. I'm new to this, so bear with me. We gotta wait till the engine number 4 reaches 10, and we're past that by now. So we need to click that to idle. And we'll go to number 3. Do the same. Wait for that to rev up a bit. And I'm just guessing it's pretty blurry in my headset. It's not clear. It's hard to read the dials. So I'm just guessing. I'm like a blind pilot. That's why they don't have blind pilots. They need to read the instrumentation so they don't blow airplanes up. Let's see here. We're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for engine number 2. Come on. It doesn't want to click there. I have to get down real close here. And number 1. Once we get number 1 started up here, we'll start our pushback. And we'll taxi on to our runway. Click all that. Alright, we are on idle on there. We can click this off. Got the de-icing on. Don't know if we'll need it, but we're going to put it on anyways. I want to say I leave those. I think I turned the DC pump off. I can't remember, but that's okay. We are good to go, I think, here. Let's get our flaps down and we'll start our pushback. Connect. And we're going to go back and to the left. To the left. Also, if you see this here, I have a third-party GPS thing. I like to see the map where I'm at. I know I can use this down here, but I'm new and I just want to make sure I'm staying on track, especially since I haven't figured the autopilot out yet, and this is my second time trying it. Usually when I engage it, it doesn't want to stay on course. So I'm going to try it here in this video and see what happens. Okay, we can cancel the pushback now. Now that we're in position, I can throttle up a bit here. And not sure why I can't. Oh, there we go. I had the parking brake on. We're gonna taxi out to runway and then fly on out. Okay, we are gonna be taking off here soon. Just want to make sure. I guess we should probably turn on de-icing here. Make sure everything's good here. We're gonna take on off and hopefully I can figure out this autopilot. I could probably turn the APU gen off.
Airspeed alive.
Alright, taking off.
Thrust set. Knots.
So far, so good.
Go. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up. All right. We are rolling. I'm not sure. See, I'm messing things up here. All right, let's see here. We're going to go to autopilot on, and then we want to do LNAV is what I thought. We'll see if it works. So far so good. I think I may have figured it out, hopefully. Find out. Don't want to crash. Since I'm checking using this here, I'm going to stick that there real quick and see if we're going to make it or not. See if I turn into our heading. Now I thought it had an auto altitude, but hopefully I don't crash. I'm gonna go to 1,000 feet
Speed check.
per minute.
Flaps, see.
Maybe 2,000. We're getting pretty close to that mountain. All right, flaps up. Landing lights off. Alright, this is interesting. We'll see if it works. It should turn into the course there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew have been released to begin their service, but please note that the seatbelt signs are still on.
Alright, looks like we're doing good here. I may have programmed it correctly. I'm not sure if I need... It looks like I don't need that on at the moment. Just want to keep an eye on the speed. I want to make sure the autopilot's working correctly before I jump outside and take some scenic shots here. So far so good, it looks like. They didn't shut the cabin door for some reason. Usually they do. Looks like I'm on course. Once I get used to using the nav on the dashboard, I won't have to use this for reference. I'm just doing this for now so I can make sure everything's functioning correctly and that I programmed everything correctly. It looks like I have. I don't know if it's got an ETA destination. It doesn't have an estimated time of arrival that I know of. If you know differently, let me know down in the comments. But this doesn't either. I mean, I can zoom out here on this and then click here and it'll give me an ETA. 26 minutes outside of Bozeman there. Although, there we go. Alright, so far so good. Letting the autopilot do its thing. And just learning this aircraft. Once I reach 2,700 feet, I will get back to you. we hit 2,700 feet, but I looked at the waypoints. It says we're supposed to be at 11,000 feet. So I'm not quite sure how that works. So I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be at 11,000, so I'm heading back down. Hopefully I didn't use too much fuel getting way up here, but we got a nice view of everywhere around us. Let's take an outside look real quick. Trying to see where we're at. Here we are just flying over the Rocky Mountains here towards Bozeman and making our way through this lovely, lovely weather. I think we're gonna have a straight shot into the runway there from the looks of the waypoint, so that's good. Looks like Ever's the middle point of our journey. So far, autopilot's working great. In the past I haven't been able to get it to work, but that's just because I don't think I programmed it correctly. I'm definitely liking this aircraft. It's really fun to fly. It definitely takes some time learning how to keep it from going too fast. This thing hauls and it's heavy, so you gotta be really careful on keeping an eye on the speed, because this thing will rip its wings off without any effort. So if you're thinking about getting this aircraft, it definitely is a speed demon, and takes a little bit of practice learning how to descend and land, which I'm still practicing. It has a weather station here. I think I clicked the wrong button. There we go. And I don't know if it works or not, but it's there. I haven't messed around with it. This is the most I've messed around with it. Yeah, overall it's a really, really fun aircraft. It's got nice night lighting, so if you like to fly during the night, you can see everything very well in this aircraft. And the sounds are phenomenal, especially when you hit the flaps on your descent. It's just, oh, if you're a plane freak like me, you know what I'm talking about. I did switch off the APU off camera so that I could get some de-icing going on these here, and for some reason, I'm not sure why, or if that's supposed to be that way. It says engine 3 valve shut off, and it says that for all the engines, so I don't know if that's good or bad. So far I haven't blown up, and there's only one light on the warning screen, which is emergency lights not armed. So I better do that, huh? Oh wait, that's runway. Emergency lights. No? Emergency lights on. Emergency lights armed. I don't want the runway lights on. Huh. I don't know what that means. Emergency lights on, off, armed. Well, I guess they're just gonna have to deal with the emergency lights not working. Alright, where are we at? We're at 16,000 feet. I have us set at 11,000 feet. And we're descending about 1,500 feet per minute. We're just about ready to make a course change here. We'll see if I programmed everything correctly, and we should be turning into our next waypoint, Gussie. Waypoint Gussie, and then I think the next one is Susie, but it looks like a straight shot pretty much. We're going to find out real quick if I did a good job programming it. All right, here is the truth of the matter here. Can I program an FMC accurately? And did I mess it up with this add-on GPS unit? We'll find out. Time will tell. This is the moment of truth. Here. Here we go. We need to turn right into there and go there. It looks like we're good on the dash GPS monitor. So that is awesome. That is great. I should probably speed down a little so I don't kill our passengers and make them crush down into their seats with the G-forces. Got a 250, I think. Alright, the moment of truth is upon us. We're at 12,900 feet and we're supposed to be at 11. Alright, it's working. This is awesome. This is great. Okay. I am happy. We are going in. So honestly, I don't need this add-on anymore, so I'm going to turn it off. And that add-on's called the GTN 750 if any of you are interested. And we are cruising along here. I can bring our speed back up to 280. Going to be hitting some turbulence since we're so low. Yeah, this is some... Oh, we don't want to do that. It was supposed to kick off at 11,000 feet, but for some reason the altitude hold didn't kick off. So we're going to find out here. What happens? Unless I have to manually do it. I thought it automatically did it. Alright, we're going to level off here, I think. And it should kick in. We'll find out here real quick like. No, I guess I have to do an altitude hold. That's weird. Other times that I've used this, it didn't require me to manually do it, but that's okay. I've got everything working and I can manually do it. I don't mind. So we get a little closer here. I'll probably, let's see here, 17 nautical miles. Once we hit these here, our next checkpoint, it looks like we want to get down to 200 feet. So I'll probably end up powering up the APU again just to be safe. So we're going to need that. Once that gets going, I'll get the air on. I keep wanting to look at my GPS that I don't have. I'm going to slow us down to about 250 miles per hour. APU's up and running, so we can go to the APU gen, which is... where is the APU gen? Oh, it's already on. So we'll go APU air on. And we can turn these off now. Oh no, we won't keep these on. We can turn these off. And what else are we looking at here? We got some de-ice lights going on, but that's just because I turned them off. I think what we can do now is get ready for our landing. We need to start our descent to 2,000 feet or 200 feet. So I'm gonna go 1,000 feet and start descent now. Worst case scenario, if I'm too high, I can go around. We got our landing lights on. Oops, I'm speeding us up. It's going to slow us down here. Might even go a little slower. This thing takes a while to slow down, so I'm trying to ease in. We've got a nice air brake here. I'll go outside and take a look at it, show you what it looks like. It's pretty cool. That'll slow us down quick. I use that in conjunction with our flaps on our descent. Once I slow down enough here, I'll be able to give us some flaps. We're going to go 2,000 feet per minute. Isn't that awesome sounds? I love it. Now I'm not familiar with this airport, so I might need to go around. Let's get that air brake up so we don't slow down too much. Drop us back to about 140. And once I can see that airport ahead of us, I'll do 178. I will go freestyle here. I thought it was right up here, but I could be wrong. I'm going to do an altitude hold. Bring up our flaps a bit.
Speed checked. Flaps 80.
And that's the highway. Okay, I can see the runway flashing off up there. Where are we at? We're at 7,400. Let me get a new reading here on the altimeter, get an accurate height here. We can start a vertical descent again. And I'm going to go 1,000 feet per minute. Just a nice even keel here, flying into Bozeman, Montana. Not too shabby. I shouldn't speak before we hit the runway, should I? All right, we're going to get off of our autopilot and our auto thrust. And we're going to kind of cut in here. I've been messing around instead of looking at where I needed to look. So we're going to give us some brakes. And some flaps once I can get them. We're going to go full flaps. And then some gear down. That's what I get for messing around, looking at the outside. This plane likes to bounce when you land, so that's one thing to keep in mind. It is a challenge to land sometimes if you're going too quick or too fast. I'm going to bring my air brake back in, so I don't want to stall. I'm going to bring up a notch of flaps. Give us a little more thrust. Just keep us from falling out of the sky. A controlled stall, or just on the verge of a stall, is how I like to land this thing.
Cabin is prepared for arrival.
All right, we are just barely hanging on to our speed here, which is good. So we get a little closer here, I'll cut our power back all the way. Just need to get centered up here. I'm a little bit too far to the left. Getting some crosswind blowing us around.
500.
There we go. Man, it's kind of windy. Kind of windy. Use some tail rudder here, hopefully. Man, the wind is really kicking up here. We're gonna throw some brake.
Too low. Flaps.
And some flaps. Try to get lined up here before I land.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Oh, this is not good. This is where you go around. That wind
10.
is something.
Ground eye.
Whew.
Spoilers, yellow and green. Brake pressure checked.
Man. That was a rough landing. The wind did not want to let us land there at all.
60 knots.
All right, we made it. That was some sketchy landing. Break up. And we have made it to Bozeman, Montana in one piece. So that is good. That is great. All right, we made it here to Bozeman. We're going to let our passengers out, and hopefully they enjoyed the flight. I hope you did. Hope you all have a great weekend or week, whatever you have ahead of you. Stay safe and Godspeed.